Color Tab presents How to Make a Pop-Up Card Part 2. Right now I'm drawing the butterfly for the card. I'm starting out with color pencil. Later on I'm going to end up spray painting it. You could decorate it any kind of way. So these are the 4 tiers, or should I say 3 tiers of the cake. The top is 1, or the candle is for the 4th tier on the top. That the weight has lifted. Love has surely. This is the butterfly I'm going to put right here. We're going to make a special piece in the middle so it wouldn't fly out. This is the butterfly cage I made. I thought it would be pretty. And this is the table. As you can see, I put a square on the bottom so it could fit right here. This is where our present would go. Together could never be close enough for me. This is where our happy birthday sign will go. Elmer's glue. We're going to use this to glue on all the pieces. You could use any type of glue. I suggest tacky glue if you have any, but I didn't have any on hand. Now that the wait is over, love has finally start gluing on the pieces of the cake. I just finished on putting on the top piece of the cake, the candle. Now we're going to make the piece for the butterfly. Fold a tiny piece of paper in half. This will be the support for the butterfly to make sure the wings close. Take your butterfly, please fold it in half if you haven't already, and place it near the center, near the middle crease. We're going to glue it right about there. Make sure it's near the crease, not on the crease. Glue one side onto the butterfly. Now we're going to kind of squish the butterfly inwards like this. If you did it correctly, there should be some gaping hole between the paper and the butterfly itself. The easiest way is just to close the butterfly. There. Ta-da! Glue one side of the butterfly onto the card. Make sure the wings aren't really popping out of the card. Glue on the rest of your pieces. I'm getting some of my scrapbook paper because my butterfly cage didn't really have much backing, like it was kind of falling over. So if this ever happens, just get some of your hardened paper and put it, like glue it onto the back of your mini picture thing so it would have some support, like so. Okay, so now it's time for some extra decoration. I brought some of my color tabs and some of my Hello Kitty paper that I just bought in the store. I'm going to pull some of my color tabs out, and we're going to kind of decorate these squares. So far I have about 6 of these squares, and we're just gonna decorate the rest of our card with it. You could decorate it here, here, anywhere basically. Okay, now it's time to color the cake. You could color the cake any color, but I didn't really have the color brown with me, so I'm going to make my cake blue. Yay for blue! You could paint it anyway or color it anyway. Speaking of painting, you don't really need to paint it. You could just color it beforehand. But I wanted to do it this way because it looks cool. I'm going to add some yellow shades to it. As I said, you don't have to. You could just color it beforehand. Now I'm breaking out my my pink hairspray, and I'm going to decorate my squares. Whoops. If you have regular, what do you call this, spray paint that's pink, use it, because I highly doubt you're going to go buy some hairspray for this. Okay, so I decided to place it here. I think it looks kind of cool, so I'm going to put the rest of my squares on the bottom. It'll be kind of like the background for my card. Okay, so basically what I did for the leftover paint, I kind of painted in a downward streak. You don't have to do this, but it looks kind of cool. I added some white tint to it too. I suggest getting some neon colors because it'll look much better instead of my dreary old blue paint. I'm just adding some yellow tint to it. I'm just painting the background for this. You don't have to. If you have some hairspray or some glitter glue, I don't know, you could use that instead. I'm just adding some of my pink hairspray again. Okay, so here's the yellow flashcard from the beginning. We're going to put it right here, and this will be the background for our letter. I also made some pictures, like some little flowers, out of the neon flashcard. Draw a few pictures of, or things like the person. Draw a few things that the person likes to put on your card. These would be some background decorations. You could draw anything. Okay, so after gluing your flashcard, I'm going to cut one more cut right there to add this little thing I want to add for my friend. Basically, you do your normal 2-slit cut on the bottom, but make sure it passes. Make sure it's longer than the cake cuts. So I put my little panda right there. So I have my panda, my flower, my other flower, and my balloons ready to go. Now all you have to do is decide where you want to glue it. my glue bottle kind of dies, so this is what I'm going to be using. Ta-da! Made a little panda, yay! So basically you have something like flowers or like tiny little circles or squares or anything like that. Just decide where to place them. So here you go. I'm finished with all my little condiment things.
Okay. So I went on a computer and I typed out happy birthday. I'm going to cut it out in a square and put it right here. Right here. And I made a note and put dear fellow YouTuber and blah 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 blah. And I typed out happy birthday in different fonts so I could decorate the card with. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut out the note in the size of the post-it card, and you're gonna cut this out in a square, and you can put these anywhere for decoration.
So now I cut out the happy birthday sign and put it on the yellow neon card. We're gonna put it right there.
So to make these little flowers, I got my hairspray thing colored, and you just spray it, and it makes a dot, right? So what happens is you just kind of like fray it out like this, all around. So it looks like a flower petals.
It's not bad.
Now I cut out my letter and I'm going to paste it on the card. I cut out the happy birthday fonts and made it in a little strip like this. I'm going to put it on the side of the card. And I got out the other piece of the strip and put it on the top. So you're finished. After this, all you really have to do is just glue it on to the back of the card. Your second piece, and you're done. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.